Dear fat people. Let's not even go there. Hey guys, welcome back to my weight loss vlog. It's been a while since I've updated you on my situation, and of course I'm still on the weight loss journey. I have some positive news to report. Then a couple of things, and one of the things I just want to mention before getting into anything is that yes, I've been a little bit absent, and no, it's not because I quit. It's just that over the past 6 weeks, for the first 4 weeks, I wasn't really making any scale progress. A lot of it was non-scale victories, so I felt like I didn't have too much to say. And even though I knew at the time that I was seeing progress in terms of having clothes fit better or clothes fit me that didn't before, my strength improving, seeing measurements change, but the scale still said 256 continuously. I mean, I would take my scale, move it around the house to see if maybe there's a discrepancy between, the flooring, or maybe there was something wrong with my scale. And no, I was just literally at the 256 mark for 4 weeks. But then in the last couple of weeks, that changed. And the reason why I think that is I was gaining muscle mass just as fast as I was losing fat, because at the end of the 4 weeks, even though I was at 256, my measurements reflected my body to be at around the mark of 240. So I was definitely losing fat. I was definitely changing body composition. But even though I knew that, there was still something bothering me about not seeing things move on the scale. I mean, not even literally a fraction of a pound. So I'm happy to report over the last 2 weeks that's changed significantly. This morning I weighed in at 247, and I'm really excited about that. There's definitely been more. I know for a fact I've lost way more fat off the body and gained muscle. So regardless, even if it was just 9 pounds over the course of the last 6 weeks, I'm still happy with that, because even if it is just 9 pounds of fat, that's still within my range where I would like for it to ideally be per week. Aside from that, one of the other most important and relevant things in this entire journey, I'm finally at a point where I don't even consciously think about this, but my attitude towards food has changed so much. I literally eat just to fuel my body. It is not an entertainment. I don't utilize it in social settings. If anything, I must avoid situations where food is like sort of the central social activity. I don't use it for comfort. It's just that in and of itself, just utilizing food for what it's meant, just to nourish the body and fuel, the workouts and the gains after the fact, is the most profound thing that's happened in the last 6 weeks. I mean, it's one thing to think about it that way, put yourself in that mindset, but it's another when you find that it's become the lifestyle. And that's where I'm at. I'm really content with where I'm at. I love seeing the changes physically, mentally, more so than anything. Aside from that, I've been basically going to the gym 6 times a week. I no longer do the long distance bike rides. Even the Tae Bo has kind of been cut out. If anything, I've reduced the amount of cardio that I do. I just predominantly lift very heavy. I'll still do cardio 2-3 times a week, 20 minutes, nothing more than that. To be honest, I found that the moment I started to do weightlifting and limited my cardio to 20 minutes 3 times a week, I found that I lost more fat in that sort of program than when I was doing an hour or more cardio a day. I mean, mind you, I was still eating to accommodate the training for, when I was doing a lot of cardio, but when I limited the cardio down to the 20 minutes 3 times a week, I think the fat came off faster. So that's really great. So the plan is just that, to continue doing the lifting heavy. Love lifting weight. It's my favorite thing. And you just got to find what you love, and, it's going to drive you. So another thing that I started to do last week, and this is by no means am I trying to go crazy in the fitness lifestyle or anything like that. For me, this is just about convenience and about not having to think about food all the time, which is what I do anyway. But it's purely for convenience and accessibility, right? So that I don't have to think about food, or, if there is a time where I don't feel like making food, it prevents me from the temptation of going out to eat or ordering food. So I do that. And, I think maybe in one of my future videos, I'll show you guys, what I do and how I do it. and what I eat for these meal preps. I thought I wasn't gonna like it in the beginning, but I actually really enjoy it. It's super convenient. I don't have to think about food. It's always there, ready to go. I'm not spending extra money on food outside the house. I know what I'm eating. It's clean. I prepped it, so I feel like I'm pretty happy with it. Is it gonna last? I don't know. I'm not sure. As it stands right now, I'm pretty content with it. Outside of that, I would say that my favorite cheat meals are definitely pizza, sushi, and steak subs. Oh, can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong with a really good steak sub, so it's my favorite. And I definitely have that at least once a week, for a cheat meal for sure. To be honest with you, I found that in the last 2 weeks, I wasn't even excited about my cheat meals. So, nevertheless, I still do it. I still do it because I don't want to come to a point where I'm craving it. And I'm not there at all yet, so maybe I'm just on a really good streak, but that's where I am at right now. I'm really happy about that. So overall, a 9-pound weight loss since the last vlog, definite shift in mindset, an unconscious shift, which is the most exciting thing because now I feel like it's legitimately a lifestyle. I'm no longer trying, it just is. And that's amazing. Honestly, that in and of itself, even without the 9-pound fat loss, would be ideal. So everything else is just icing on the cake. Maybe I really shouldn't say that, but either way, I would just like to mention something else, and that's a shout out to 2 ladies that I follow on YouTube all the time and on Instagram. They're really, really fantastic women, and they have made such wonderful progress, and I highly recommend that you check them out. See what their story is about, and that's Taylor and Sina. I will link their YouTube channels in the description below. Make sure to check them out. They're just really inspirational, fantastic women, so check them out, and thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe if you already haven't. I will see you back here sooner than 6 weeks, I promise. Bye, guys. Peace.